The national markets are very conflicting, just like the city versus suburbs of Chicago, and the city sentiment has dropped, but the suburbs are booming. And I'm about to break down the 5 fastest growing Chicago suburbs, and trust me, the appreciation numbers are impressive. And of course, this kind of growth doesn't last forever. Some of these spots are already tough to break into, and here's what nobody's talking about. The real growth in Chicago is happening out west. And if you're thinking about making a move, timing is everything. What's going on, you guys? I'm Brandon.blankenship, a Chicagoland realtor helping people just like you move in and around the Chicago suburbs, and I want to be your real estate resource of choice when the time comes. Whether it be next week or next year, I would love to serve you, and just hit the link in the description or the pinned comment down below to get connected. And maybe you're leaving the city, moving in from out of state, or just curious about what's happening in your neighborhood. Either way though, I've got you with the latest scoop on how the western suburbs are performing right now. But all right, why are the western suburbs breaking Chicago's population trends? The real drivers behind their rapid growth are things most experts are missing. While many people talk about Chicago losing people and the city actually gained more than 22,000 residents in the last year, the Chicago metro area as a whole added around 28,000 people from 2022 to 2023 and a huge 71,000 jump from 2023 to 2024. The western suburbs are leading that comeback. A lot of it comes from international migration, which is balancing out the people moving away. If you understand the numbers, you can see a real opportunity here. One of the big drivers of this growth is actually the suburb that takes our #1 spot later in this list. That's because they're not building bigger, they're building smarter. And that's what's creating million-dollar appreciation. But it's not just about one suburb. The whole western corridor is getting a lift. More than $120 million has already been invested, and that includes $101 million for the Chicago Hub Improvement Program at Union Station. Another $20.9 million is going into the Safe Streets for All projects in the suburbs, plus $2 million is funding a federal project to reconnect Chicago's west side through the I-290 Blue Line. But here's the part you won't hear in the headlines. The money is flowing west and home values are following it. And the suburb that's winning the most, it's definitely not the one most people expect. So which suburbs are leading the chart? Let's start with number 5 and work our way down to the winner. If you want balance, growth without chaos, and Glen Ellyn is it. It may not have the flashiest numbers, but trust me, smart buyers are watching this one closely. The town's got about 28,000 people, and sure, the population dipped a bit, but the market is still strong and booming. The median home price sits at around $619,000, up 12.5% in the last year. In a shaky market, that's truly incredible. The infrastructure story here is what gets me excited. Butterfield Road is getting a full resurfacing that should wrap up by next year. Downtown's pulling in the fresh TIF dollars. That's the kind of smart plan that raises property values. And stick with me here because later I'll show you a $250 million waterline project, which takes this idea to a whole other level. Getting around from here is easy. The metro gets you downtown in Chicago about 45 minutes, and O'Hare half an hour and maybe 40 minutes tops. For commuters, that's gold. Schools check out as well. District 41 pulls in 8 out of 10, and homes move in about 45 days on average, but the right homes that are priced correctly will be gone in the first weekend. I live nearby and I see the energy every single day. Families fixing up houses, new shops opening, and neighborhoods buzzing. You can truly feel the momentum. But the real peak is all about location. Glen Ellyn sits between the high-priced suburbs and the ones still catching up. That means you get growth without the sticker shock. And all right, let's jump to the next one, and this suburb might surprise you because it perfectly balances strong growth with prices that families can still reach. Downers Grove has figured out the sweet spot. Grow strong, but don't price people out. If Glen Ellyn is steady, Downers Grove is balanced. Here is where appreciation meets accessibility. The population holds around 49,400 people, and the town's not chasing growth for growth's sake. They're building smart, and the market responds. The median home value is about $537,000, up 4.3% in the past year. That's solid growth, but still doable for working families. You get appreciation without runaway prices. And that 4.3% bump is nice, but hang on, we've got 2 spots coming up where the numbers are on a whole different level, with homes flying off the market above asking. Here, though, the real story is infrastructure. Downtown just finished a streetscape project. The I-88 interchanges is under construction right now, and sure, it looks like road construction, but what it's really doing is boosting home values. Getting around here is easy. Hop on the metro and you're downtown in under an hour, and need the airport, O'Hare's just a 25 to 35 minute drive, or you can even take transit. Whether you're a car person or a train person, you're covered here in Downers Grove. The schools hold their own too. District 58 usually scores 8 out of 10, and that's strong without the heavy price tag you see in some other districts. Homes sell in about 40 days, and that means buyers get a little breathing room, but it's still a healthy seller's market here. Most people people here stick around. 82% of buyers stay within the metro, and that says a lot about satisfaction when it comes to Downers Grove. And when the I-88 work wraps up, commutes get easier and development follows. That's when things really get interesting. But as good as Downers Grove is, the next suburb shows how infrastructure and population growth can reshape an entire area. If you're wondering where real growth is happening, Naperville is the place to watch. This place is expanding in smart ways that makes early buyers glad they got in. The population is right around 151,000 people this year, and growth since 2020 may look small on paper, less than 1%, but steady growth in today's market means strong demand. Household incomes are high here. The average is about $180,900, and the median is right around $151,000. Families with stable, high incomes are choosing Naperville to build their lives, and here's a comparison you'll want to keep in mind later. The top suburb on our list has an average income of $376,000. That's way higher, and it creates a whole different kind of luxury market. We'll get to that soon. But the investment is what makes Naperville special. The Waterlink pipeline project will spend $250 million over the next 3 years, and it goes beyond repair work. It's setting the stage for long-term growth. The Riverwalk expansion is already done, giving families even more space to enjoy, and projects like this don't just make life better, they boost home values too. Families see that, and speaking of families, schools are one of the biggest reasons they move here. District 203 and District 204 rank among the best in Illinois. Naperville North is number 13th in the state, and Naperville Central is number 22, and Neuqua Valley is number 11. These schools attract families from all over, and getting around is easy too. The train takes about an hour to an hour 20 minutes to downtown Chicago, and driving to O'Hare is usually right around 35 to 60 minutes depending where you live in Naperville. And with the new projects coming, those times should get even better. And here's what most people don't realize is that Naperville isn't just reacting to growth, it's planning ahead. They're building for the people they know that are coming and not just the ones that are already here. And that's why demand keeps on rising. But if you think Naperville's numbers are strong, just wait. The next two suburbs take appreciation to another level. Here's a suburb that a lot of people moving here don't even know about, but the smart buyers got it on their radar. Clarendon Hills is that hidden spot delivering real results. The population is right around 8,500 people, and here's the thing. Small towns can really punch above their weight in real estate. Fewer homes plus steady demand almost always pushes higher values. The income levels also back it up. The average household makes around $222,000 with a median of $125,800. And families here have the buying power to keep prices strong. Houses average about 45 days on the market, and get this, over 71% of them sell above asking. That's proof of real demand. And remember this when we get to our number one pick next. And what you're seeing in Clarendon Hills is just the start. Next up, it goes to a whole new level with luxury homes building wealth in real time. When 7 out of 10 homes go for above asking, it tells you everything. Tight supply, strong demand in a market that's heating up. The community is investing too. Lions Park Pool is adding new slides and a spray park nearby next year, and Prospect Park just finished upgrades to the pickleball, tennis, and basketball courts. Schools seal the deal here. District 181 carries an A+ rating that you find online and ranks among the best K-8 districts in all of Illinois. A few schools even score a perfect 10 out of 10. Getting around is simple also. Metro trains get you to downtown Chicago in 40 to 45 minutes, and O'Hare's a 30 to 40 minute drive. You get the city access, but still keep that small town charm. Most buyers don't leave once they arrive here in Clarendon Hills. 82% stay right here in the metro, and that kind of loyalty means less turnover, tighter inventory, and even more price pressure. Clarendon Hills is the kind of place where timing matters. Buy early and the payoff can be 6 figures. But the number one suburb, nothing compares. Hinsdale is in its own league with luxury numbers that reset what's possible in the Chicago Western Suburbs. We finally reached our top spot, and Hinsdale is changing what luxury growth looks like in Chicago's suburbs. Yes, prices are climbing, but what really matters is how much wealth homeowners are building right now. The population is right around 17,200 residents, and that's the point. Hinsdale grows with quality, not quantity. Instead of adding more homes, Hinsdale is focused on building stronger communities. The income numbers here are off the charts. The average household income is right around $776,000 with a median of $250,000. And that's the highest in our list, and you see it in every part of the market. Home values are stunning. The median sales price is right around $1.3 million, and the market is tight. Homes often sit for 40 to 50 days, but hot listings can sell in just 3 weeks or even the first weekend. That creates bidding wars, even at the luxury level, and the investments here match that lifestyle. The $4 billion Central Tri-State Tollway project is nearly done, making travel faster and smoother. And get this, the McLaren Chicago dealership is moving to Hinsdale, set to become the largest in the world. When luxury car brands pick your town, it says a lot about the buyer base. Schools here are a big reason families choose Hinsdale as well. Hinsdale Central ranks among number 8 in all Illinois high schools, and that pulls in elite families and pushes demand even higher. Commuting works well too. Express Metro trains get you downtown in roughly 30 to 40 minutes, and O'Hare is about a half-hour drive away. For busy professionals, at that time saved is a big deal, and Hinsdale also delivers on lifestyle. Catherine Lake Memorial Park has even been named one of the 150 great places in Illinois. Luxury homes set the tone here, but what really makes the community shine are the shared spaces everyone enjoys. So even with the wealth here, the real strength of Hinsdale is the community. That money goes right back into the schools, parks, and amenities, and things that make life better for everyone. And alright, so now you know what's behind Chicago's 5 fastest growing western suburbs. What ties them all together? Top-rated schools that you find on Niche and all the websites online, easy commutes, and big money flowing west from the city of Chicago and out of state, and into the infrastructure as well. That's why families and professionals keep moving here. But here's one thing about opportunity. It doesn't stick around forever. If you're thinking about buying or selling in one of these western suburbs, I would love the opportunity to serve you. Just hit the link in the description or the pinned comment to get in touch with me down below. And before you go, there's one suburb I mentioned that's seen huge growth. You can get top-rated schools here for half the price of nearby towns. I'm talking about Clarendon Hills, which was number 2 on this list. If you want to go deeper into the fast-growing market, click the video on your screen to see the full rankings and the investment potential. It could be your best move right now.